Good morning. Still morning. This is my first time actually in Morocco, and I'm really very happy to be here, especially with the Thelonious Monk Institute of Jazz. Jazz is a music that's really closest to my heart, but also as a goodwill ambassador to UNESCO. The mission and the heart of jazz is really about bringing people together.
We were waiting for you here in Morocco, but what were you waiting for?
Nobody asked me before. This is the first time I was asked.
Today you're playing in Morocco for the Rabat Africa Festival. What is your connection with Africa?
My attraction to African music? First of all, it's part of my own heritage as an African American. The other aspect is that it's a music of the people, you know, which jazz also is a music of the people. It's not just a music of the elite. I've heard some mixtures of Ghanaian music with jazz, and it's very exciting. It's very exciting music, very exciting rhythms. So those are some of the main reasons that I'm attracted to it.
My first question is for Mr. Herbie. I follow you since, 40 years perhaps. I saw you with Miles, with your band, with the tribute to Miles, Tony Williams. So I can say I know your face. So I have a question. I'm 50, but I look older than you. So how is it possible to stay so young? Is it Buddhism, music? I don't know.
I think you hit the nail on the head with both things, both Buddhism and jazz. And thank you for the compliment. But I really do believe that jazz helps to support the kind of youthful vigor that every human being has. A lot of people let their youthful spirit kind of stagnate and go into hiding. But I think jazz continues to nourish that kind of youthful spirit. And I mean, I feel young, basically. You know, until I look in the mirror and then I say, oh, I'm not as young as I feel.
Music brings me joy. The music, I feel, energizes me and gives me energy to have this wonderful opportunity to communicate with other human beings on the stage and to find a kind of symbiosis between all of us, all of the individuals who are on the stage, who collectively are creating what I'm now calling this joyful noise, is something that is so unique and so special that I feel blessed all the time. Up until this particular trip, I have felt extremely intimidated when I'm with Herbie. And that it's very hard for me to sing in front of him. If he's sitting down, I get extremely nervous, and I get a kind of stage fright. And it's only been on this trip with him sharing his beginnings with me and me sharing mine with him that I feel that we have finally reached a kind of understanding. He's a very genuine human being, and who I feel is very committed to sharing the wealth of knowledge that he has acquired over the years. His musical knowledge, the fact that he has gone into so many different areas musically, that he's touched on just about every area imaginable, and the fact that he still has this quest to know more. Like he shared with me that he's fascinated with the Gnawa music. Being with him is kind of like an affirmation that I'm doing the right thing. Because as a jazz vocalist, I've always been very curious about other styles of music, and I'm probably one of the few jazz vocalists who's gone into so many different areas. I think that it's really important for any young musician or singer to know that someone who has been in the business for as long as I have or as long as Herbie has, to give them our affirmation that yes, what you're doing is great, and yes, we want you to continue because they're our future.
So we're all very excited to be here. This student band, they're amazing, right? Yes. So I'm their teacher. You know what? Don't tell them. I'm learning more from them.
I actually didn't expect so much interaction with the audiences. I didn't really know what to expect, but I was surprised at how engaged the audiences were and just how interested in American jazz and how much they already knew about it. And there were just so many talented musicians at the master classes, and really people who were just really interested in it and very welcoming to us. So it's been really wonderful. Being next to Herbie Hancock is kind of surreal for me. It's definitely a lot of pressure, and I definitely feel nervous about it still, even though I'm a little more used to him now. But you know, I mean, he's been my idol since I was young, when I was a teenager, listening to jazz and really getting into it. To be next to him now is kind of like, it's like I have to pinch myself. I almost can't believe it. But at the same time, once I can get over that, I learn so much from him, just watching him and knowing that he's there also watching me. I notice things about my own playing that I might not have realized. And
yeah, I learned that too. I just learned, I mean, this is stuff I learned like 5 years ago.
There was a moment in the concert that we did 2 nights ago where I had gone on stage to play right after Herbie, and he was playing, you know, he played one of his songs that was a big hit that he, you know, plays all the time all over the world and is very famous, and just sounded amazing. And then I had to go on after that, and, you know, I was sort of like, and he came up behind me and put his hands on my shoulders, kind of as if to say, you can do it, you got it. I'm imparting some of my energy and goodwill to you for this. And so it was both very scary to know that he was standing right there behind me, you know, but also at the same time it was amazing because it felt like his touch, his hands, these amazing hands were being, you know, were passing this energy on to me.
it's really great to see Dee Dee, because she has so much more experience than I do, performing for people. She's been all over the world. She's definitely, obviously, been at it a lot longer than I have, and so it's really, really great to just get a chance to watch her up close and just get to learn from her and see how she's able to really just connect with people on that level. She walks out on stage and, the audience goes wild because they know her, but also just because she has this energy that, when she walks out, you can just feel it, that she's an entertainer, and she is really, really great at connecting with people. And so that's something that I'm trying to get better at, and so getting a chance to learn it from her has been really great.
Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. Bonsoir. We are here tonight to celebrate jazz. Jazz music is a genre of music that we share, the United States and Morocco. And indeed, one of my best experiences since I've been here was to go to the Ganoa Festival and to hear the roots of jazz at the Ganoa Festival in Essaouira. Tonight we will have the privilege and an honor to hear two masters of the genre, Herbie Hancock and Dee Dee Bridgewater.
Did you ask why is it called Watermelon Man? Oh, because when I was a little kid living in Chicago, I was born in Chicago, there was a man with a cart, a horse-drawn cart, that was selling watermelons on the cart. And I wanted to capture that kind of African-American ethnicity in that song and make it kind of a funky kind of song, because he was a kind of funky kind of guy, And so the rhythm that I have for that song, which is like this. That was an attempt to sort of try to describe what the wagon wheels sounded like going over the bricks of the alley.